everybody, I'm Lacey with the SII store here at Stitchin' International, and today I'm going to be showing you how to avoid needle breaks on caps. If you're new to embroidery, you'll need to know the styles that will be your biggest culprit. A lot of the times my customers will call me and they'll say Richardson 112s are one of their biggest problems, and today I have with me a Flex Fit 110. The reason these break needles more often is because the material is thick and stiff, and it's harder for the needle to puncture this type of material. So I'm going to be giving you some tips on how to avoid this as much as possible. First tip I'm going to give you guys today is make sure that your logo is digitized correctly. You want to make sure that it is embroidering from the center seam outward. You don't want to start from one side and go all the way over. This will cause a rippling effect in the hat, and it will result in a bubble, which will eventually cause a needle break. So please remember, center seam outward. Another way you can avoid these needle breaks is to apply heat to your cap before putting it on the machine. This will soften up the material, making it easier for the needle to puncture it. You can use your heat press or your household iron. While you're hooping your hat, you want to make sure and roll your bill outward. You want that material to lay closer to the needle plate to keep the needle from deflecting into it. Sometimes when you're embroidering these caps, you can get away without using backing. I would be very careful doing that though, because it can cause your logo to go out of registration, and it will also increase your needle breaks. I recommend using a light backing. A 2 to 2.5 ounce would be perfect. This will also pull the material down closer to the needle plate, and it will make that gap smaller so your hat isn't actually flopping around. It keeps it stable and pulled tight to the needle plate. Slowing your machine down will tremendously help with needle breakage. I would recommend between 650 and 750. I really wouldn't go any higher than that, as it can put extra stress on your needle. Once you break a needle on your machine and you replace that needle and say you start it back up and it breaks again, make sure to remove your hat on the hoop. You don't want to remove the hoop. You want everything back in the same exact spot when you put it back onto the machine. So be very careful taking that hat off, and you want to check the back of your embroidery for any pieces of broken needle. Once you've checked, removed all of those, check your hook and your bobbin casing. Sometimes those pieces of needles can go up into your hook and wedge in there, and it will throw your machine out of time. If this occurs, you will have constant needle breaks. So after everything that you've tried and you're still experiencing these constant needle breaks, please call us here in our tech department and we will try and help you retime your machine. If you're interested in any of the products that you've seen today, or you're still experiencing these issues, please give us a call or visit our online store.